welcome back to my channel. So it's been a long time. I bought a new camera. It is winter, it's dark. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit dark, you know. I'm not responsible for the sun, but anyways, today I have a DIY to show you actually. It's been a long time, but I thought that I might show you how to make a simple head bow. It's a very basic accessory in Lolita fashion and I guess other fashions as well. I mean, it's just a cute head bow, you know? And it's very simple to make. You only need a few things. And I have a few examples of how this could look. I mean, we have this one, very simple. As you can see, just one color, and it's this very cute velvety kind of texture of the ribbon. And you can also make one like this, more like see-through, kind of dreamy head bow. I mean, this one's kind of old, so it's a little bit rusty, but it's still cute, it's still usable, and also you can have these kind of pearls if you want. Very cute. And then this one is the one we're making today. It's a little more, you know, extra, but yeah, I think you can do it. You know, it's very beginner friendly, I think. So yeah, let's get on with this tutorial. Okay, so we are starting the tutorial and I'm going to start by showing you this example again. I know I showed you this one before, but I thought that I would just show it to you again because, I don't know, maybe it's helpful in some way. It's a little bit simpler than the one I will be making today, so I'm just showing you it because, yeah. So, beginning with the things you will need, I have made this simple sketch of the materials and basically how this head bow is made. So I'm starting with the materials here. And here is how to make it and the folding technique I will be using. You can screenshot this if you want. I think I'm going to show you this to you one more time in the video, so take it easy, maybe take a screenshot or something. You might not understand exactly how it's made now, but I'm sure you will when the video is over, so please don't be stressed out if you didn't understand my sketching. So this is the ribbon I will be using. You can see that I have just sewn small ribbons on a big ribbon, so it's nothing fancy. And here's the middle part. It's also just the big ribbon but folded in half and with a smaller ribbon sewn to the middle. You don't have to do all this sewing if you don't feel like it, so... But I thought it was cute. And of course you'll need some thread and a needle to make this. And scissors, of course. So again, the folding here, you can see that I have marked out the middle and also how long each folding thing is. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I will pin at all of the folding marks. So this one is in the middle. And if you looked closely at my sketch, you saw that the first part is going to be... The first fold is going to be at 20 centimeters, so I'm just going to mark that out and just pin it. It might still be very weird, but just... I swear, it's going to come together, so just keep calm, and if you're following with me like an actual tutorial, you can just pin with me as I go. And the next fold will be at 32 centimeters. So I'm going to measure that out from the last pin and pin again. It's very simple. I promise you it's going to be very simple, but yeah, this first part might be a little bit confusing. So I'm going to pin the same on the other side. So to make things a little more fast, I'm just going to go after the pins I've already pinned. Whoa, such good English, I know, please forgive me. But yeah, I'm just going to copy how the pins are pinned on the other side, just to make it simple. So you can see here are the ends of the ribbon. And this is all the pins that are going to be pinned to the ribbon. So we are going to start to fold this thing as I showed you in my sketch. So I'm just going to demonstrate how it's going to be folded here, just to give you an idea of how it's going to look. I'm making a fold where the pins are and just putting them together, just like magic, I know. You can do more folds, as to say. You can have, I have 2 here, but you can have 3 or even 4 if you want to be super fancy. And of course you can do other lengths as well. This is just how I thought was cute, so you don't have to do the same measurements as I do, but I thought these were kind of cute, so you can just copy me for the first time and then just custom to your own preference if you decide to make this again. And if you have seen my videos before, you know that I do this kind of technique, I don't know, when threading my needle. So I fold my thread in half and then just use this loop and thread through my needle. I don't know where I picked up this technique. I don't know if I just made it up myself a random day. I have no fucking clue, but yeah, that's just how I thread my needle. It makes things so much easier when you fasten the thread at the start, so I always do this. So starting at the first fold, I'm simply stitching the fold to the middle. Yeah, good explaining, but please, you don't have to listen to my voice. I know my English is kind of rusty because I haven't spoken English for like, I don't know, forever, literally forever. I haven't even spoken Swedish the last few months every day, so I feel like my vocabulary is slowly just disappearing somewhere. Honestly, I think it might just be easier to look at the video and what I am doing. Honestly, I don't know. I'm very bad at explaining how to do things, but I'm basically just stitching. You can do any stitch you want. I'm doing some random, I don't know, simple stitch thing. I haven't learned any of this in school or anything. As long as these two keep together, I'm happy, you know? So this was the first fold, and we are going in for the second fold, and I'm just doing the same as the first one. Basically stitching it down again, the same way. is it just me, or is it very just satisfying watching someone stitch? I don't know, I just think it's kind of nice to watch. It wasn't that satisfying when I was making it, but now that I am just watching the footage, it's like kind of nice, you know? Just watching how someone is sewing and it just comes together. Or is that just me? So yeah, we are done with those 2 folds on one side, and we are going to proceed to do the folds on the other side. And I know, surprise, surprise, we are just stitching the fold, the first fold, just like the other 2. It's literally just the same thing repeatedly over and over, so I don't feel like I have to explain to you, just watch. Just watch what I'm doing. And I have made so many of these head bows. Some were in my shop, but others just because it's fun, and because I have so many dresses that I don't have a head bow to match. So I am so desperately just trying to find ways to make headpieces and head bows because I want to match with my dress. I think everyone wants to have a headpiece to match with the dress, but it's so hard. You can't just buy some random headpiece on the internet, you know, because you don't know if it's matching or not, so it's better to make your own. So I am sewing the last fold, just like the other ones. Nothing special here. I think you know how this is going to go. It is so simple. Honestly, like, why am I even doing a voiceover for this? It's so simple. And we are done with the folds! Yay! I'm actually so proud of how this is going so far. It is looking pretty promising. So I'm just demonstrating how it's looking right now. And here is how we are going to fold the middle part. You just fold it in like this. And while folding, we are going to wrap around our thread. And we are going to pull the thread to make this middle part nice and pretty. You might have to adjust this a little bit when you are wrapping the thread, because sometimes it folds a little weird. I don't know, that happens sometimes, so just adjust it as you go, and you might want to wrap this around several times just to make it more secure. You can see that I'm struggling a bit here because I have so much ribbon and it's kind of thick, so it was a little hard, but I did my best and I think the result was pretty good. And just wrapping a last time because we need to secure this. And lastly, I'm just threading this through here to fasten the thread. You don't have to be super secure with your thread here, just go through the fabric a few times. I think I did like 3 maybe. Just as long as it doesn't slip out, I think it's okay. And then we're just cutting this thread because we don't need her anymore. So this is how it looks right now. You can see that it's nice and folded. It's pretty even as well, so I'm happy with how it looks. And proceeding to this middle part here. We are going to just burn the edges of this ribbon because it needs to be burned, okay? Trust me, you don't want to work with raw edges here. So just burn it and melt it a little bit before we proceed to sew it down. And you're basically just stitching this to the back of the bow. It doesn't need to be that precise, but just make sure that it's not slipping or sliding anywhere, and make sure to keep it as straight as possible. So now that you have it stitched down, you're just going to wrap it around once or twice. I'm actually wrapping it twice because I like how it looks when it's kind of thick in the middle. So it has more body to it. I don't know. It's just my personal preference to wrap it twice. I think it looks better. And then just cut off the overhang here. And burn this edge as well. No raw edges, okay? Please, I beg of you, just burn the edges a tiny bit, and it makes such a difference. And I am folding this in half because I don't want to see any raw edges. Even if it's on the inside, I just always fold my edges, even if they are melted and stuff. I just don't like seeing raw edges, so I'm folding this in and then just sewing it down. You don't have to go all the way through, just sew it securely onto the ribbon. You can see that I'm kind of struggling here because there's so much fabric to go through, but I am making progress at least. And lastly, we're going to secure our thread by just wrapping the thread around the needle like this and just pulling through. This is a very good way to fasten the thread. It is probably the easiest way I've found so far, so please feel free to just copy me. And after that, I'm just sewing once or twice through the fabric again because I don't know, I don't want things to slip up again. That would be just so annoying. And now we are done with the bow. Look how pretty it is. I'm honestly so satisfied. Oh yeah, and we also need to fix these edges again. So I'm just cutting this on a diagonal because that's how I like my bows to end. You can cut it however you like. And it's actually a little bit uneven right now, but I fix it later, I promise. But yeah, just burn these edges as well. That way it will be it's much prettier. And of course, there's no head bow if you don't have a headband, so just take a headband and pull it through here. There's kind of a loop, if you will, that you can just pull it through like this. And that way it's also adjustable. If you want to wear your bow on the side or on the top, it's up to you this way, because it's slidable. And yeah, you can see that the right side here is a bit too long on the edge, but I did fix that later, as I said. But this is the finished product, and I think it's very cute. As I said, you can do more loops than this. Like, if you want to be fancy, you can probably fit in 4 or something. But I always do 2, because I think that looks best. Especially when you have this kind of thick ribbon. So welcome back from the tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you make this, because it's very cute and so simple and very good for your economy, because you only need a few things to make this very fancy looking thing, you know? It's just some ribbons and some lace. So I think anyone could make this, so please try. You can watch this tutorial many times just to make sure you get it right, but I think it's not that many steps. I mean, I was a little bit extra sewing on all these ribbons. You don't have to be like this super extra. I think you can just do any normal ribbon, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to try this on so that you know how it looks. I don't know, I think that might be helpful, so let me remove my headpiece here. This one is from Baby Star Sunbright, by the way. Very cute headpiece, I like it a lot. I think I might do a tutorial on something like this in the future as well, because these are probably very simple. I haven't tried making one of these yet, but they probably are very simple to make, so please look forward to that one. But anyways, let's see. If you follow me on my Instagram, you might have seen this one pop up on my feed, but yeah, this is how it looks. I mean, I think it's very cute actually. Yeah, just a normal head bow. I think this is a very good option also if you buy a dress but the head bow doesn't come with the dress. I mean, that happens all the time. The majority of my dresses did not come with a head bow, so this is a very useful little DIY in those cases if you just want to make some basic head bows to go with any dresses. So yeah, I think it's really cute. Like, look at this. Yeah, I'm like so proud of this. Like, oh my god. I think it's extra cute because it's got some volume now. I like head bows that have some volume. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Say how you did. Maybe tag me on Instagram if you make this head bow. I will leave my Instagram down in the description as well, so please go follow me there and subscribe to my channel. I will not promise to be more active, but I have a new camera now and stuff, so I might actually do more videos now that I have some nice equipment. So yeah, please look forward to that, and I will see you in my next video.